Welcome to another Men and series with Tobo Sigwe, Ikolomuo. Thank you for as many of you that have been watching my videos and are getting interested in knowing about Igbo culture. Please always endeavor to share the videos so that so many people will learn more about our culture. Today I want to discuss about Igbo gods, if they are now powerless. Many Igbos believe that the gods of their ancestors are now powerless. So we are going to see if Igbo gods are powerless today, if they are still potent as they were hundreds of years ago. So many Igbos believe that their ancestral gods are powerless and they are no longer needed to face the realities of these modern times. Some argue that if the gods their forefathers worshipped were powerful, they should have stopped the colonial masters from invading their lands. Some also believe that the gods their forefathers worshipped, even if they were potent, that since they never worshipped the creator directly, there is no need to continue with such God when they can now go directly and worship the creator of the universe. You know, many Igbos believe that their ancestors worshipped lesser gods, small gods, that these small gods, some even argue that their ancestors believe that these small gods were intermediaries between them and the creator. So now that they can now go directly to worship the creator, why should they continue to worship these small gods? Now, to understand these various arguments, we need to make one thing clear. I think there is something we need to understand. And what is this? There is no one on earth that is worshiping the creator. There is nobody, there is no one worshiping the creator. This is because there is no convincing proof that the world was even created by one person. People always say creator, creator, creator. Where is the proof that the world was even created by one person? Some of them cite the Christian Bible or cite another holy. The Christian Bible, we have said it over again, it was written by human beings. Some said it was written through the inspiration of the Holy Spirit. Igbos, you say, I go to onye folapo ihweke. How can we authoritatively ascertain that it was written with the inspiration of the Holy Spirit? Other holy creation stories that are contradicting the Holy Bible, are they also written with the inspiration of what? On Holy Spirit? So you see that there are too many contradictions about the creation of the world. So one thing is clear, nobody is worshiping the creator, and we are not even sure that the world was created by one person. Even in the Holy Bible that some of my Igbo people rely on, it is written, let us create man in our own image. Who is the us there? So that means whoever is saying that word, acknowledge that there are other people there. So we don't even know, we are not certain that the world was created by one person or by many people. If it's by many people, how many are they? So if there are so many creators, how are you now saying that you are worshiping the creator? Let's move on. What is clear is that whatever force or being or forces or beings that created this world, these forces or being has or have never revealed itself to humanity or asked humanity to worship it. Whatever force or being that asks anybody to create a god, I keep saying it is strictly a personal arrangement. If the above is correct, the question that beggars answer is, who then is the God that answers our prayer? Or is there no God that answers prayers and supplications? Who then is the God that answers prayer? I believe that so many cultures have given name to the God that answers their prayer. And our own ancestors have also given name to the gods that answers their own prayers. The argument here is that so many Igbos believe that these gods that answer the prayers of our ancestors, that they are what? Powerless, that they are no longer powerful, and they are no longer needed to fix the current vicissitudes or exigencies of life. Now, what I've said before, before that we are not certain, nobody is certain that he or she is worshiping the Creator. So the God that answers prayers varied from one culture to another. Each community, culture, race believe that their gods are prayer answering gods. Our ancestors so believed, and they held onto their gods that answered their prayers. With these gods, they invented their own form of government, their own food, their own medicine, their own social structure, their own form of education, their own philosophies. All these they passed down to their children. Regrettably, their children have discarded some of these legacies, citing one deficiency or another. Yet, there is no doubt that their system works for them. The system that our ancestors created with their own gods, it worked for them. If it didn't work for them, they would have been annihilated. The colonial masters, when they came, did not meet people who were suffering. The colonial masters, when they came, did not meet people. When they met the Igbos, they didn't meet them suffering. They didn't meet them begging for change. They came in the guise of doing business. From doing business, they said that they have another God, their own God, who is a better God, and they welcomed them. Many of them didn't believe that their own God was better, but they welcomed them anyway because the Igbo society is a polytheistic society. So you are free to come in with your own God. The underlying fact is they were not begging, they were not seeking, they did not go out looking for a better alternative, which means the system they invented while worshiping their gods was enough for them. They were okay with it. Now, fast forward to today, Igbos have what? Have foreign and supposedly the most powerful Christian God. Yet, there is no originality that has come out of this religious adventure. No originality. In terms of agriculture, healthcare, political administration, security, food, social structure, and education, there is no evidence whatsoever to show how the foreign God has helped the Igbos to explore their surrounding and environment and make it better than their ancestors left it. There is no cohesive plan. There is no cohesive value system. There is no cohesive structure. In the light of the above, I now ask, is it wise to continue to label the Igbo gods that helped their ancestors to explore, exploit, and develop their environment in their own way powerless? Can we still call gods that helped our ancestors to create a system that helped them to explore and exploit and develop their own environment powerless? Why do we believe that a God that has not brought any original homegrown solution to the problems facing Igbo today powerful? If you look around you, we've not solved the problem of electricity. Our electricity, what we have, electricity, energy, education, agriculture, almost everything we have today is still imported. Any system, anything, any developed system, are all imported. So how come that this powerful God has not helped our people to have a homegrown solution to our problems? Rather, we are still importing all manner of systems to solve our homegrown problems. So, is this God still powerful? If it's powerful, why can't it help us to create our own system that will work for us? Why do we keep relying on on the system of others to solve all our problems? I'm not saying that we cannot borrow system, but no country relies wholly on a borrowed system. It's like a country relying wholly on importation without exporting anything. Then that country is finished. If power is a function of result, one can argue that Igbo gods made Igbos to produce results that were original and averagely sufficient to their level of education and sophistication, despite not linked to the global exchange or trade. While the modern God that Igbos worship today has failed to help Igbos to be original or sufficient, the modern God, this creator that Igbos say that they are worshiping today, it has failed. It has not helped Igbos to be original in their thinking. It has not helped Igbos to be averagely sufficient. Even common agriculture, the Igbo land of today cannot comfortably feed itself without going other places to buy staple food, even staple food like yam. So you see that there is a problem. If we talk about results, there is no result to prove the powerful nature of this word creator that Igbos today are clinging to and that they are worshipping. So one thing is clear: when Igbos worship their gods, there was no hunger, unemployment, greed, and elevation of thieves as leaders as we have presently in Igbo land. Today we have discarded our gods, the gods of our ancestors, to embrace a foreign god that we do not understand its mechanism or institution. And Igbo land has become one big disorganized junkyard with all man for himself. No brotherly love, no harmony, no direction, no ideology, no value, no philosophy. So, is it wise to say that Igbo ancestors were powerless when there is result to show that when Igbos worship these gods, that their society were more organized, that they produced results? Whereas today that the Igbos are claiming to worshiping the powerful God, the creator, there is no proof to show harmony, to show social cohesion, to show proper administrative system, to show advancement in the field of science and technology. The Igbo gods, when our ancestors were worshiping them, had their own form of science. In fact, their science went beyond the physical. It was metaphysics. Today, we have lost all those metaphysical sciences, and we are not even holding on to the physical sciences that will help us to develop technology-wise. So where is the evidence? Where is the evidence to support the claim that the present God that Igbos are worshipping, the foreign God, that it is powerful in Igbo land? Perhaps it's powerful in the land of those who brought the God to us. But in Igbo land, we are looking for its proof. It's not there. It's not there. Rather, it has divided us. There is no value system. It has devalued and corrupted our value system, which our ancestors handed over to us. Most of the food our ancestors created with their ancestral gods, this is the food we are still eating. Where they left us in the field of medicine, and that's where we are. We have not advanced, and we have not made any advancement. So where is the originality? Where is the proof that the modern God that they are worshiping is powerful? None. So are Igbo gods powerless? I will leave you, my viewer, to answer that question. Thank you.
If you love the video you will just watch, please like and subscribe, and also share the video. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you love it. Thank you.
Anyị nakwa n'obi ikolo mo